Last year, motorcycle racer Ryan Dungey became just the fifth person to win both the AMA Supercross and Motocross titles in the same year, twice. But now he's pulled off an even rarer feat as the first motorcycle racer to ever appear on a Wheaties cereal box, joining a list of elite athletes that started with Lou Gehrig back in 1934. I'm Gary Gastelou, and Ryan joins me today from Anaheim, California, where he's getting ready to kick off his title defense this weekend. Congratulations. I got to ask you, as a motorcycle racer, motorsports personality, is this even something you dream about as a kid? I mean, those are all runners and baseball players and stuff on the cover of that cereal box usually.
Yeah, it's a dream come true. You know, I mean, growing up eating your Wheaties, you know, as a kid, and I think it was always a joke between me and my brothers, you know, one day that's going to be one of us. And yeah, I mean, 15, 20 years now, it's reality, you know, and it's definitely a dream come true as a child. And yeah, a big day. You know, I mean, we did the reveal yesterday and the presentation at the press conference here in Anaheim as we get ready for our Supercross season. So it was a big day for myself, but also a big day for our sport as well, to be on the cover and, you know, being shown around the world or the nation. So it's very exciting.
And this wasn't just some marketing guy pulling your name out of a hat. You actually won a fan vote to get on there. You must have some pretty good fans.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we had to work hard. I don't think we'd have been on the box if it weren't for some winning the championships and stuff like that. We had to do our part, but definitely it was a big opportunity Wheaties presented us, you know, and yeah, I mean, very thankful for it. I mean, it's exciting, you know, it doesn't happen every day in our sport. It's a big step. So it's, yeah, I mean, you know, kind of have to pinch yourself a little bit. It's pretty cool.
And, of course, this had nothing to do with the fact that the KTM bikes you ride have an orange paint livery, right? That matches the box?
No, that's just coincidence, you know, the way it all worked out. It's actually the same color as the bike. So that was interesting, but no, it had nothing to do with that. No.
You think this is going to help reach out to a new fan base, expand the exposure of the brand quite a bit?
Yeah, I sure hope so. You know, I mean, for me, you know, I try to do my job on the track, and I want to do a good job off the track too, you know, and being a good role model. And, you know, and using that platform I've been given. I think our sport has made some pretty big strides in the last 10 years, I mean, that I've been a part of it. So, you know, one of my goals is to leave the sport better than I came in, you know, and this is one of those opportunities to do so. And so, you know, the goals on the track are to win races and championships and stuff like that, you know, to do our job well. But off the track, you know, I want to be, you know, be a good leader for the sport and, you know, take our sport to new levels. You know, that's our goal. And I think our sport still has a lot of potential and a lot of opportunity ahead of itself. So it's exciting. You know, anybody who watches it knows it. But, you know, it's reaching those people who haven't seen it yet, you know, and getting them to understand. And it's pretty fun, you know. I mean, you get one person there, you know, they're hooked. So maybe give them a reason to come check it out and come watch.
A couple of years ago, our sister network, Fox Sports 1, started broadcasting the races. I know when I was a kid, I'd go to the races here at then Giant Stadium, and basically everyone who went rode motorcycles too. Are you seeing non-riders get into it just as spectators these days?
Oh, absolutely. You know, I mean, you don't have to be doing what we do to get into it or be nearly as good. You know, I mean, it all starts with getting a bike. And I think, you know, the joy, you know, I mean, when I started riding, it took me to this spot in my career, but, you know, I got a bike because it was fun. I enjoyed it. And I think that's something we can all appreciate and do. You know, we don't have to be the best on a dirt bike on two wheels to do anything. So yeah, you know, as a fan, you can appreciate it. And, you know, it's just, a good hobby, even if it's not your sport, it can just be fun too. So yeah, you know, it takes you it took me all over the world. I've been some pretty cool places, but I never imagined that, all from starting my dad getting me my first dirt bike and just out there having fun, you know.
You pretty much owned the Supercross season last year. What was it, 8 wins? You podiumed every race. Any changes this year that you're worried about, or we're going to see just a lot more of the same?
Pretty similar. The bike's still the same. Last year was a completely new bike, so it took us a few rounds to get things dialed in. But this year, a little bit of changes in the motor and the engine package, and then the suspension setup are revolving around that. But the chassis, everything's pretty much the same. You know, we're just trying to find little bits and trying to find little bits and pieces and tents here and there to make good time. But I feel comfortable.
got to ride the race bike on Monday, and I feel comfortable with everything. So I'm excited to get on their way. Tomorrow's our first season opener, so first round of 17, and it's a long season, 17 races in 18 weeks, but yeah, we've had plenty of off time, so I'm ready to get going.
All right, well, I'll be looking for you in the supermarket and tomorrow night on Fox Sports 1. Thanks for joining us today, Ryan. If you want any more automotive news, head on over to autos.foxnews.com. I'm Gary Gastelou. Thanks for watching.